Hey guys, it is Julie Wadley, your friendly matchmaker, life, love, and relationship coach. Today's Monday, it's a new day, and I spent a couple days, took a couple days off for the holidays, but now I am back, and I am talking about the number one thing that a man wants. I know that a lot of women definitely want to know this. And hey Chica, hey Digital Chica, thanks for joining in. But what I wanted to tell you, and I'm not gonna spend too much time doing fluff, I'm gonna tell you the number one thing that a man wants is to be and feel needed. And I know this is kind of hard to grasp because this day and age, men and women are supposed to be, we live in digital times, and we're supposed to be equals, and we're supposed to, be evolved. Honestly, hey there, how are you? The main thing is we have not evolved past our basic innate needs as men and women. Men want to be and feel needed. So right now, women are, I'm doing well. Thanks for joining in. The main thing you needed and appreciated. Great. Thanks for giving me that sign of approval. Men, you can join in and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. But and I wrote a post about this today, is that women in this day and age, we are movers, we're shakers, we're entrepreneurs, we're leaders, we're making, a lot of money. True men want their women to pamper them and let them know they are needed and respected. Honestly, I think most people do, but I think men honestly really have just this basic desire to feel like they are really needed. Back in, caveman times, men were there for protection. They were there as the head of the family. Money wasn't, it wasn't money that was the currency. It was food, it was shelter. And the men, they were, biologically able to provide that for their family. So that innate desire to protect the family and to lead the family will not change for millions of years. So if you want and are looking for a good man, you have to understand that just because we as women, we economically and socially are equals, now you got my attention now. Just because we are economically and socially equals doesn't mean we want the same things. Doesn't mean that a man still doesn't want to feel like they are protecting and leading the house. Now, this doesn't have to be all about married men, but men who are dating. If you're dating a woman who always spouts, oh, I don't need you, I'm good, I'll do this with you or without you, I'm gonna do me, you gonna do you, and I'm being very dramatic, but you know what I mean. Women who act that way find themselves alone because they make it a point to tell their man that they aren't needed. And it doesn't mean that we have to take the back seat. It doesn't mean that we have to not be ambitious, and it doesn't mean that we can't get our own. But you don't have to make it so obvious and so a part of who you are that you don't need a man. Because we do want men, or heterosexual women, let me put that out there. Heterosexual women, we want men for not necessarily but for money anymore. We don't need them for protection anymore. You have to let a man be a man if he's up for the challenge, yes. You have to let the man has to want to protect you. A man has to want to need you and to lead the family. If he's not ready for that position, you don't need him. But if he is willing to step up and willing to be the protector and your protector, then let him. You don't have to say, oh my gosh, baby, can you do it for me? Oh my God. You don't have to be dramatic about it, but let him in on some of your decision making. Let him know, hey babe, I'm thinking about doing this. Let him know that his opinion matters. Let him know that, you are in this is a partnership, not a dictatorship, or that we are just coexisting. We're together, but I'm still me and I'm still you. You still have to allow the man to feel like he has a stake in the relationship. And I'll say this for the men. So long, read my mind partnership, for so long, your ability to, like the money that you make and your financial stability has been the cornerstone of your security. A man's security is tied to how well he can connect. It's a team. My wife and I have always made each other feel like we were teammates. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Ty. But a man's security has long been tied to how well he can provide for his family, meaning his money or, what he's making or, his influence and things like that. And to grab a woman or to be attractive to a woman and to want to be married, they felt like they needed to have that they needed to have that financial security in order to be worthy of a relationship. So when you see a man who's just not ready to be, in a relationship, or hey, how are you? If you see a man that sometimes today's women, some don't want that partnership, especially here in Seattle. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say anything about Seattle because it happens everywhere. There's so many men and women who are missing each other. We are living in the day and age where the male roles are not standard. The women's roles are not standard. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing now. Everybody's about making money. Everybody's about doing their own thing. And we've all kind of become a society of individuals. We live in a big world, but there really isn't a huge push for standard male and female roles. Independence and no teamwork, sad. True that. Yeah, look at it now. Right now, there are so many female entrepreneurs, and I'm a female entrepreneur, so I'm talking about myself. I'm married. I've been married for 8 years. I've been with my husband for about 16 years. Not the case anymore, though. My wife would be upset if I asked her to give up her career, so she does well. Just think about, that's the thing. It's like there really isn't these traditional roles anymore where the woman stays home with the kids and the man works, and the only money that's coming in the house is from the man. Right now, you have the wives making just as much, if not more, than the husband. So you have some men, and I'm not going to say all men, you have some men who don't really know their place anymore. They knew from long time ago, since the dawn of man, that they were the protectors, they were the leaders, and so much of that has been tied into how well you can financially protect, how stable your home can be with money. And so now that the roles have been, and we share in the house upkeep because we both work full-time or more. So yeah, there's so many, conflicts now. True, the role is flipped in my house, right? There's so many rituals and traditions that are being turned upside down because we are now in a position to, there is no standards. There is no, there is no rules anymore. There aren't any rules. And some people can't really get past that. So this Periscope was really just about understanding men. This day and age, this modern woman needs to understand that there is no such thing as a modern man. A man will be a man. There is nothing that they want more to feel that they are needed in your life and in your relationship. So there's no more gender roles. But if you think about it like this, the reason why there's no more gender roles is because the role of the woman has changed. The role of the man has not changed over time, but the role of women have changed. We were the child bearers, we were the nurturers, we were the ones, who took care of the home, we took care of everything. We fed you, we did what we did in the bedroom, and we just kind of said, all right, well, I don't have any money, I don't have anything of my own, a man still wants to feel needed somewhat. And I'm not saying that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, so I apologize if I can't, but I'll go back in the replay. But to be honest with you, the role of the man hasn't really changed. It's the role of the female that has changed over time. Just look at it from just watching television, where women stayed at home. We were barefoot and pregnant, and that was okay. But now that we are not only leaders, but we are entrepreneurs, we make our own money, we don't necessarily have to take something that doesn't work for us anymore. And so we're saying, you know what? No, I don't have to take what you're given, take what you're giving me, because I have my own. I'm sort of independent now. But encompasses more rather than less. Well, you know what? And so, you know what? You're absolutely right. We now have more to deal with, because we still are the nurturers. We're still the child bearers. We're still the ones who bear the children, and we bear the responsibility and burden of raising the children our children for the most part. But we also work. We also make money. We also are leaders. We also philanthropists. We host foundations. We do all these things. So we're doing more with the same 24 hours than we did back in the day. But anyway, this is getting way. I didn't want to jump too far off from my topic. If you are in a position, I'm talking to the women, if you're in a position where you are trying to understand men and you're trying to understand what they want, it's not, I want a great body. It's not that I want, sex 24/7. They want to feel at the end of the day that their opinion matters, that they're respected in their home, and that they're needed from you. It's not that you need their money. You don't need their money, obviously, because we're making the same money they are, and most time we're making more money. But you still need them. And it's not what you can provide. It's tell your husband, tell your man that I still need you. Make them feel exactly, who said that? Mascara, Sarah. Yes. Make them feel that you are still connected to them, that you still need them, that their opinion matters, that you respect them, that you love them. Once you let your man know that he is still needed, there is no way that he's going to be looking for anything else, because he's getting what he needs from you. They won't admit it, but it's true. Yes. I mean, come on. Men aren't, let's just face it, aren't the best at spilling all their feelings like us women do. We have the luxury of being able to just cry and tell all our feelings and say, oh my God, this is what I'm not getting from you. I'm vulnerable. I'm insecure. We can do all that. But I did a vlog about this. Send me that vlog. I'd love to see that. But a man will not, they're not as adept at handling their feelings, and especially when it comes to love, and when it comes to relationship, and when it comes to, spilling their feelings. Like long story. That's a whole nother Periscope. But, I think I've touched on a couple Periscopes about how men just aren't really given enough room to be vulnerable, to be insecure, to say what they need. I love that my wife has a career and we have adopted a marriage to reflect that, but we also talk. So talk to your husbands, talk to your men, talk to your boyfriends. Sometimes it'll take a while, but yeah, if you can just, I'll say this, to understand, the more you understand your mate, the more you love them. To understand them is to love them. To love them is to understand them. If you don't understand your mate, if you don't understand your man or your woman, you cannot possibly love them in the way that they need to be loved. So talk to them, communicate with them. Don't talk at them, talk with them. Heart party. Yeah, you know what? I love that. Yay, I love that. I love that heart party. I think I'm gonna call one. I might have a heart party one of these days. That's awesome. So understand your partner. If they need something from you and you know they need something from you, just give it to them. What's it going to hurt you? It's only going to increase the love that they give it back. It's only going to increase the love that they give back to you. Don't be so prideful that you are withholding what they need, because they will find it with someone else. Don't get it twisted. They will find it with someone else. From my point of view, I don't think I need to hear I'm needed as much, loved and respected. But you don't need to hear it, but you need to feel it. You don't need to hear it, but you need to feel it. So however, and I think that was, I might have caught, it was like Ty or Tyrone. However you feel love from your partner, that's all you need. If you're feeling love from your partner, that's all you need. Just Ty. Yeah. So, your partner obviously doesn't need to say it, but someone else's man needs to hear it. You know what I mean? Yes, the love languages. Gary Chapman. the author of The 5 Love Languages. I recommend you pick that book up for anyone who wants to understand their mate and how we love. And I don't remember the names of the persons who wrote that book, but How We Love is also a really good book. So I'm gonna stop now because people are looking at me weird. I'm in a hotel. I'm in a hotel and people are looking at me weird. So I'm gonna go, but I loved today's Periscope. I'm so glad that you're listening today. And I think next time, maybe tomorrow, I'll do What a Woman Wants. So changed my life. The book did awesome. So once again, 5 love languages, Gary Chapman, and How We Love. I don't know the author for that, but look it up on Google. All right, love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, my Twitter handle is the Matcher Coach. The TheMatcherCoach. The Matcher Coach. And you can also reach out to me at Eli Simone. I am a personal matchmaker, life and relationship coach. I have a business based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but I do work all over, and if you would love to reach out and hear how you can bring more life in your love and more love in your life, then you can reach out to me at elisimone.com. All right, bye guys.